For those of you who thought Scream 6 was the worst film in the franchise like myself, then the last thing you would have wanted was the follow-up. While Scream 5 was a welcome return to the franchise after a decade-long break, Scream 6 removed the fun from it all and delivered a story that's third act was nauseatingly over the top and far too theatrical. The film also managed to highlight Jenna Ortega's limited acting ability. It seemed as though in every scene it was her job to stand pulling the same suspicious facial expression at those surrounding her. It became so irritating, along with her inability to express pain after being stabbed multiple times, that I frankly didn't want to see another film with her in it. And due to a political fallout behind the scenes, my wish was granted. Ortega exited Scream 7 due to what she described as the project falling apart after Melissa Barrera was fired for expressing a political opinion on social media that the production company didn't like. Christopher Landon, the director attached to the project, quit a week after her firing, saying that there was no movie anymore as the whole script was about her. If we are to talk purely in the interest of the art, then that fallout may have been the best thing to happen for the future of the franchise. It resulted in a $500,000 rewrite with Kevin Williamson, the original writer of the first two films and the fourth entry, arguably the strongest films in the franchise, joined the writing team and also was hired as the film's director. Better yet, Neve Campbell was to return as Sidney Prescott as the central character after sitting out the sixth installment after a pay dispute. The brutal reality behind the scenes gave birth to one of the most enjoyable films in the franchise. Scream 7's opening scene alone is superior to the entirety of Scream 6. Rather than just delivering a stab-a-thon, Williamson's direction focuses on the horror, returning to tension and suspense, and it works a real treat. There are moments that are genuinely unnerving that send a mild shiver through you. It's probably the franchise's scariest entry. Although the film turbocharges the horror elements and the fear, there is a light tone running throughout, mainly fueled by a pleasant nostalgia from seeing the return of Sidney and a satisfaction of witnessing how she is getting on in life as if she's an old friend. There are tensions present with her young daughter who views her mother as overprotective, but otherwise she seems to live a content life with her husband in a nice home and works in a local cafe. But of course, whatever peace and tranquility Sidney can hold on to doesn't last, otherwise we wouldn't have a Scream film on our hands. A new Ghostface is in town, but not just one, maybe two, maybe three. And of course, many die along the way in pursuit of reaching the main target, Sidney and her daughter. The way in which some of the characters are killed off are arguably the most violent and brutal in the franchise. There's some satisfying creativity here with the gore on display that's bound to make you laugh if you have a sick sense of humour like myself. The plot isn't too complex. There is somewhat of a satisfying simplicity to it, although you do question some of the logic of how certain events unfold, but it's all forgivable because what you're witnessing is enjoyable. The film doesn't take itself too seriously. It's aware of its desire to entertain and please its audience. It pokes fun purposefully. There's even an amusing acknowledgement of the behind-the-scenes drama. But there are some serious elements to admire, such as an exploration of the damage a parent can create as a result of shielding her child from the real world. There is some emotion and depth to consume, albeit minor. While you're engaged and having fun through the majority of the film, the revelation of the killers knocks you with a slight wave of disappointment. Don't expect anything to shock you. It may surprise you, but only due to the lack of creativity behind it. It feels so bizarre that when the film feels like it's about to end, you question whether something else is going to come and surprise us. This can't be it, surely. But then the end credits roll and you accept what you're given. It's all forgivable because what you sat through was a very enjoyable viewing experience. For those of you who say the franchise should die, well, I thought the exact same before going to see this film on opening night. But as I was sat in an auditorium with an audience who gave an almighty round of applause when Ghostface was defeated, or cheering, erupting whenever a beloved character unexpectedly enters a scene, it was evident that this is one of the only long-running franchises in cinema that is able to provoke that kind of effect amongst an audience in an age where cinema attendance is dying. That kind of reaction in a cinema is worth paying attention to. So, should the franchise let its blood run completely dry? No, but let's not get too hasty in calling for its death yet.